If you're rereading your notes over 10 times and still nothing sticks, then stop, because even scientists say that is absolutely useless. Hey girlies, welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about some study tips because back to school and we really want to lock in this year. I'm not just gonna tell you like some basic things, but just generally what scientists say this is proven to work, because I want to give you things that are proven that works. I'm also a nursing student, so I'm not gonna act like I'm the smartest, but I feel like I have quite good grades. I don't know if that's giving me some type of bonus for you to trust me, but I hope so. This is one of the #1 techniques: active recall. I feel like lots of people just study this way. They open the book, they read it, they're like, then they read it again, then they read it again. After a while, they're like, okay, what did I just read? Instead of rereading it 10,000 times, you genuinely have to quiz yourself. That's something I personally do a lot. After reading it and trying to understand it and what it's about, I ask myself some questions. I call it test questions. Studies have showed it strengthens memories way more than passive reading. Like scientists call it active recall, I call it study like a teacher. because when I study and I'm done, then I quiz myself and I just basically act like a teacher and I explain it to other people. Let's say I take my Hello Kitty and I'm just like, okay girl, I'm gonna explain to you the digestive system, and then I just explain to her what I got, this spaced repetition. So basically, instead of I used to do this, guys, I would like study and then right after finish reading it, I'd be like, okay, what was it about? And of course I still know it because it's still in my memory. But let's say then a few hours later, let's say I'm doing dinner or something and I'm eating and I just randomly ask myself, okay, what did I just study about? And I'm like, I have no idea. So generally do it with spaced repetition. Like you study something and then literally a day later you're gonna ask yourself questions to that and see if you still know it or not. If you don't, then it was just in your short memory. When I was with my friends, she had like a long-term memory. Always when she would study, it would enter her long-term memory, but she would also take way longer to study than I would. Let's say I would study for like 2 hours, she would literally study for like 7 hours. At the end of the day, we both would have a good grade, okay, but literally weeks, literally months after, she could still tell me what we study about, while I would have forgotten it the moment I wrote the exam. I know everyone is different, so maybe you're like, I just want a good grade and that's it. But I think it's very cool if you can still remember random facts. Like let's say in history, she would like still tell me the year of this war and that war and the names, and I'd be like, I've forgotten everything. Good. And there are like apps like Anki or Quizlet, and they make it really easy. So the next one is interleaving. Mix subjects or problem types instead of cramming one at a time. And example for that is, instead of doing 50 math problems of the same type, you should mix different ones, and it trains your brain to actually apply knowledge, and it will be more effective maybe studying 2 hours for this one topic than 1 hour for this topic, and then you know what I mean, to like mix it all together. So this is something you generally have to check yourself and be like, am I okay mixing it or not? That is the Pomodoro technique. I used to study like that. This is something for me personally I don't use. Let me explain. The Pomodoro technique is like got 25 to 50 minutes very deep focus. Like in those times, it's like really deep focus. Prevents you from burning out minutes or 15 minutes break. It sounds good, right? Like it sounds like a good technique, because I don't know. I think it's better to like always have a little bit of break. For me personally, I don't know. But like the thing is, once I'm really in deep focus, once I'm studying so deep, I don't need no timer telling me it's time for a break. I need to like continue, because once I do the break and I come back, I might not get into that deep focus again. That's for me, guys. Okay, those were like more science-based, but there's way more than the ones I just listed, because these were just like science-based. So if you're interested in knowing more study techniques, there's so many on social media. Just write study techniques, or even on Pinterest. By the way, do not try these techniques one day before your exam, okay? Like generally when you have like 1 week to study, I would just try them out. I would try this Pomodoro technique, active recall, and when I realized this is not for me, I would just try more, but not 1 day before the exam, because if it doesn't work, then don't come for me. How to also just improve your grades. These are not like techniques but just some tips. Actually start studying on time. Because what do you mean you're studying at 2 a.m. and tomorrow is your exam? So you're writing an exam in a week, then actually start prepping. I would also recommend to make your plan to be like, Monday I study this, Tuesday I study this. Ask your teachers when you need help. Genuinely, I feel like some people are just not asking. Or let's say when I struggled with social anxiety, I wouldn't ask because just doing this, I was like, I could not do it. But after class I would just genuinely ask them and be like, today we talked about this, could you maybe explain it to me? Or I would ask a friend, or I would watch a YouTube video, or I would read a book, or I would just genuinely try to revise it on my own. Study smarter, not harder, because some of you guys are literally studying for like 6 hours. Do like 2 hours of active recall instead of doing 6 hours of rereading it over and over. Let me test you actually. What is active recall? Just think for yourself, okay? I'm gonna tell you the answer in a minute. Do you remember what that is? Because many of you guys are low-key not paying attention. I was just trying to say sometimes you just have attention problems because, you know, social media, TikTok, we used to watch like YouTube videos that were 20 minutes and now sometimes I watch 10 minutes YouTube videos and my attention is literally floating around. You generally just have to work on your attention span. So I just wanted to test you to know if you still know what active recall is, because that was the first study technique I mentioned, and it was just basically saying that instead of rereading it 10,000 times, read it for a few times, close your book, and then really ask yourself, what did I just read, what did I just learn, and then quiz yourself with questions. And check, genuinely look at your environment, put your phone away. I put my phone away sometimes. Genuinely when I'm trying to like be in deep focus, I put my phone somewhere else. Just watch study with me videos, because I don't know, I'm just like, I look at her studying, I'm studying, and it's like the best thing ever. But you forget that sleep and hydration is also very important. When you're studying, genuinely have like a big glass of water. Have someone that is gonna keep you going. I have 2 people that keep me going, my mom and myself. My mom, because obviously I'm an immigrant in this country. It's crazy because she went to university, guys. She went to study and then she came here just to clean toilets. Do you know how devastating that is, to spend years at uni learning something just to go to another country and then you're cleaning toilets? But I'm still very proud of her because she's a very hard-working person. Tip, this is a baby picture of myself. And always when I'm studying, it's literally on my desk. Even when I want to give up, I look at that picture on my desk and I'm just like, I love that girl so much. And that girl is literally in me and she has been through so much and she deserves this amazing future. My future self is counting on me. My past self is counting on me. And this is the end of the video. I hope it was helpful. Love you so much and bye.